Olá! Hoje gostaria de falar slang, Kiwi slang para vocês, palavras comuns que usamos aqui, especialmente em Nova Zelândia, com assunto comida. Eu vou falar principalmente em inglês porque quem tem como usar essas palavras já vai poder me entender. E eu sou Ana, professora de inglês e português aqui em Christchurch. Gostaria também de falar que eu vou estar abrindo em dezembro umas vagas para aula intensiva, do tipo 3 ou 4 vezes por semana, baseado na conversação. Então, se tiver interesse nisso, pode fazer contato comigo. Então, vamos lá. The first thing I would like to tell you about food slang in English is not really slang, it's a Maori word, and it's hangi. Hangi. And this is a Maori oven. And the way that they traditionally cooked their food was in a hole in the ground with hot rocks. And then they would put the food in, the hot rocks in, and then cover it so that the heat cooked the food. So if you ever have the opportunity to try a hangi, take it. It's yummy. I love hangi food. A lot of schools do this as a fundraiser. So maybe if you have children, your kids' school will be doing this as a fundraiser, and I recommend it. Another word that we use is chook. Do you know what chook is? Chook means cook the chicken, cook the chook. It's a common word used for cooking a chicken, cook the chook. And this being coming into summer, and I know Brazil likes barbecues all year, but we do the barbecues more in summer. So it's the barbie. Time to crank up the barbie. And this here, I've heard people say this wrong. This is barbecue, actually. We don't say BBQ. We just say barbecue, but we write it like that so it's easier to write. So crank up the barbie. Summer's nearly here. And what we traditionally cook on the barbecue is sausages. And so we have a special name for sausages. We actually have two special names. One is saucies. Saucies. So put on the saucies or snarlers. Snarlers would tend to be more if they were cooked in the oven. So the snarlers in the oven and the saucies on the barbecue, but both of them mean sausages. These here are lollies. In America, it's candies, and we also can say sweets, but it's quite common to say lollies. And those of you who've been to my English classes know that I have a lolly jar with jelly beans in it. Those of you who work with English-speaking people will know this word, morning tea or afternoon tea. It's also called smoko. But smoko is more for a lot of times for tradies. We'll use smoko, maybe because back in the day a lot of people in those professions would smoke, but smoking is really not common here in New Zealand now, thankfully. But morning tea is any time that you're going to eat something between breakfast and lunch. Afternoon tea if you're going to eat between lunch and dinner. How about this? Fizzy. Do you know what fizzy is? Fizzy is soft drinks like Coke, Fanta, lemonade, fizzy. So sometimes we'll say fizzy drinks, or we'll just say fizzy. Would you like a cup of fizzy? Or shall I bring some fizzy to your house for the party? And when we're talking about a cup of tea, especially a cup of tea, but maybe for a cup of coffee, we can call it a cuppa. Would you like a cuppa? Plonk. Do you know this word? Plonk. So in the context of food, this word is talking about, it's a just a slang way to talk about wine, and usually cheap wine, plonk. How about New Zealand's famous favorite dessert? Do you know what it is? Have you tried it? It's white. It's usually round and maybe about this high, and it has a hard outside part, and the inside is like marshmallows, soft and creamy, and it's made with egg whites. Do you know the name? Pavlova. Pavlova. So there's a traditional New Zealand dessert. The Australians think it belongs to them, but we are not giving up. It's ours. Dairy. You might know this word. So the dairy on the corner, traditionally, where you go, that little shop where you can go and buy a newspaper, milk, bread, lollies, chocolate, a pie. There's a dairy. Hope you've been able to see my words. I just realized maybe you couldn't. Oh well. Sorry about that. And the last one is a bit of a pet name for McDonald's. Do you know what it is? You might have heard it when I tell you. It is Macca's. So let's go to Macca's. That's a really common thing that people say. So I hope these have been helpful for you to learn a bit more Kiwi slang, see if you can use that in your day-to-day as you talk with workmates or English-speaking friends. And I'd just like to say, ciao for now.